Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the stream. It's good to see everyone tonight. It's me, ShellshockPrime, and we got another stream happening tonight. Tonight, we got 2 games, possibly 3, depending on how everything goes in the first game. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All, Case 2, Part 2 is going to be happening. I'm going to be going through all of Case 2, like the rest of it. So we left off after the first part of the trial. We're going to go do some detective work, and then we're going to do the second part of the trial and whatever else is afterwards in Case 2. And if I end up finishing like faster than I'm hoping for, I'm going to be playing Splatoon 2 with Silverstone, Epic Man, and a couple of others before we go to the Ninjala online beta, which will be happening tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific. So that's what's going to be happening. And of course, tomorrow's the Game T reveal with the Outfit Challenge, and then Thursday's the Retro Night for the beat 'em ups, as you just saw the trailer a little while ago. Alright. That said, we're going to get ready to get right into it. We're going to be playing some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. So let's go ahead and do that. Hope everybody in chat's doing well tonight. We're going to do this. We're going to be playing Phoenix Wright Justice for All. Capcom presents Marvel Comics. Alright. We're going to continue. We're going to continue with this. Hey, I'm mostly looking as I work for another 2 hours. Alright, no problem. No problem, Shad. I'm going to go through as much as I can. So we're going to get ready to do Part 3, the investigation. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. Here we go. Give me 1 second. Alright. We're back in the Korean village. Thank you very much for bringing me home, Mr. Nick. You're welcome. I had to come and look into a few things here today anyway. I thought about this a little. If Mystic Maya didn't kill that nice man, she definitely didn't. Yes, of course. But if she didn't, then someone else did, right? That murderer person. Yes, Pearls. Oh, I see. I wonder what's wrong. She seems sad. Isn't Pearl a little young to be involved with a murder case? Unfortunately, she is dragged into this against her own will. Let's talk about today's trial. So, what do you think of seeing your first trial? I was really surprised. I had never seen so many people before. Oh. Mystic Maya looks so small and helpless. Well, Maya's already naturally short, so... And then, that snobby woman with the ruffly clothes. Ruffly, oh. She means Francesca. She had such a bad attitude. She acted like she already decided that Mystic Maya did it. I am going to tell her what I think of her tomorrow. I wouldn't miss tomorrow's trial for the world. Why was that woman bullying Mystic Maya? Well, she's the opposite of a lawyer, a prosecutor, so her job is to prove people guilty. They don't care if someone's innocent. All they care about is if they win. That's terrible. But she's really a good prosecutor with heart on the inside, right? There's no one like that. All prosecutors are the same. Well, he might have become a good guy. Eventually. Prosecutors are still lawyers. They're the opposite of defense attorneys. He? Who are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Is it that person Mr. Meyer was talking about? Mr. Edgeworth? That was a long time ago. He's not around anymore. Huh. He clutched onto his foolish pride too fiercely, and died for it. You shouldn't have really said that. You shouldn't have said that to her. Oh, that's too bad. By the way, yes? What is it? You wouldn't happen to know anything about who the murderer is, would you? Why are you asking me? No, I was just thinking earlier. I didn't see anything. She didn't see anything. Huh. Speaking of that, during the murder, where was Pearls and what was she doing? And on top of that, this key. Just when did she pick this up? Okay, let's see what Pearl's alibi is. I just realized that I never asked you what you were doing at the time of the crime. Huh? Pearls, where were you and what were you doing when the murder happened? What I was doing? I wasn't doing anything. He's really bad at lying. You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone else. I promise. Uh-oh. Here we go. I guess you could see through my lie, huh? Yeah, clearly. Yes, I did get the Magatama. I can't lie to you, can I, Mr. Nick? Okay, well. Well, let's do this first. Pearl's alibi. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You could do that? You tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes! Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? Okay. Damn. Gotta get this right. I forgot. It was a few days ago. Okay. Either she was in the winding way, or winding way, or she was in the side room. She definitely wasn't in the channeling chamber. She definitely wasn't. So it's either one of these two, but it could also be the meditation room. I can't see her being. Okay, so no, this is just the name of the area. Okay, let's try the winding way. If it's not that, then it's going to be the side room. You were here, weren't you, Pearls? In the winding way, or winding way? What? Oh, you got it. So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry, not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the winding way? Maybe if I present this black key. So, I feel just a little better. Huh? You're a lawyer, but you're also still just a person after all. Fuck! Sorry, I'll get it right this time. Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. What was she doing? Fuck. Alright. What was she doing? You don't have her clue. Don't guess. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather more clues before I try again. I thought I had it. Alright, let's move then. You did. Let's go to the meditation room. It's really empty. Yeah, I didn't want to give an unwanted hint, but yeah, you're missing evidence for that. Training was supposed to be held today, but I guess it's already over. Go to the Winding Way. Looks like there's no one here. And even though the weather is gorgeous today, it's raining inside my heart. Let me check this out. It's a really old urn. There are the ashes of a person long dead inside. Looks like something with a long history. Other than that, it's not very interesting, so time to move on. Let me look. What about that? What about this? It's a small incinerator. I don't think garbage trucks come all the way out here to tiny villages like this. So every family has to burn their own trash. Okay. Blurted that out when I saw the clue. That's how I got years ago. That was Reflex. Damn. Let's go to the meditation room. No, I was just there. Side room. The beddings is all laid out today too. Guess I'll leave them alone for now. Channeling chamber. Hey Jester, what's up? Looks like Morgan's here too. But she hasn't noticed me yet. What is she doing? It looks like she's talking to a picture. Hey Enigma. Yes, hit game PTSD is real. Don't you see? Take a look around. Finally, my chance has come. I've waited for this day for so long. That's right. Prepare yourself, dear Misty. Making dinner? Alright, cool. Alright, cool. What in the... Who's there? Oh. If it isn't Mr. Wright. Just curious, but that picture you were just looking at. Oh. Today was that event. Was it not good, sir? I heard you did well. Huh. Oh, yes. Thank you. I'm terribly sorry I could not attend the trial today. Please accept my apology. I had previous engagement as I had to watch over the trainees' training today. I get the sense she really doesn't want to talk about the picture. All because the master can't be here with us, you understand? And that is why a lowly branch family member such as myself must do this. Thanks for the hose, head. Okay, let's go talk. What happened? Have you remembered anything about the murder? No, I told you everything I know already. Were you in this room the whole time Lada and I went to call the police? Yes, of course. I was by Mystic Maya's side the entire time. I performed the spirit serving technique and held her in my arms afterwards. You said that yesterday as well. Did anything else happen? I would like to say more did, however that is all that occurred. Ah, I was really hoping for some new info. I suppose nothing happened in the end, good sir. Sorry to have played on your hopes. Could you possibly be more patronizing? So, did the students train every day? Yes, absolutely. They were given a day off the day after the murder, of course. However, and I assume both Maya and Pearls went through this training? Mr. Wright! Ah, yes. Wow, she got real scary real fast. How many times must I tell you before you understand, good sir? They are to be addressed as Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Sorry, I meant Mystic Maya and Mystic Pearl. Wait, I'm sorry, but Mystic Pearl? Isn't that going a bit too far? Next question, please. Oh man, she's really being a pain in the butt about this. Hey, Vespi, what's up, dude? Please remember to watch not only what you say, but how you say it, good sir. So the master is, Maya's mother, right? Mystic Misty? She's a brilliant medium. The irises in her eyes are non-existent when she's mad, yes. And where is she now? We are not sure. Not sure? About 16 or 17 years ago, Mystic Misty failed at channeling a certain spirit. And after that, she simply disappeared. I don't believe she will return to this village in any case. And in 4 years' time, her name will be forever erased from this village. She's probably taking very, very small sips. Erased? A person who has been away from the village for over 20 years is considered dead. Oh, I see. And that is 4 years from now for her. When that happens, a new master will be appointed to Karain Village. It's like a TARDIS. You know, I still have to actually get into Doctor Who. I've been wanting to get into it, but I never really had the motivation. And Mystic Maya was supposed to become the next master. However, with this murder, I'm afraid I must be imagining things. I thought she was laughing to herself for a second there. Okay, well, I'm already done talking to her. Let's move. Back to the meditation room. Back to Winding Way. Back to side room. Let's see if there's anything here. Nope. Winding Way. Meditation room. Karain Village. About this key, Pearls. You found it on the day of the murder, right? Yes. Now, where you found this key is very important. So, please tell me, Pearls, where did you find this? I found it in the incinerator. The incinerator? She talking about the one in the garden? The door on it was a little open, so I took a peek. When was that? It was after the channeling, when everyone was in a panic. Mr. Nick. Yes? Are you going to tell my mother? Huh? You mean tell Morgan what you did? Yes. If she finds out that I was playing in the leftover trash, I'll get a spanking. Ah, gotcha. Well, let's keep it a secret from her then. Alright? The incinerator, huh? Sounds like a good place to search next. Excuse me. Hey, there's someone by the incinerator. Ooh, looks like they've noticed me. And now they're running at top speed towards me. Oh, hey. Huff, huff. Like, huff, you're that dentist guy. Actually, it's Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nice to see you again. Oh, like, real suave. So it's like, my turn, it's nice to see you too. So, what's up? You're all out of breath. Like, oh, like, you mean, like, I'm just totally happy and, like, totally excited to be here. Excited? Like, I mean, there are so many things to, like, see. It's, like, the real deal here. Oh, really? For example? For example, like, that urn over there. Do you, like, know about it? All I see is an old cracked piece of pottery. Is there some sort of legend connected with that urn? Like, yeah, it's like this village's treasure. Huh? Didn't know that. And, like, it's sealed inside that urn. It's... What are you talking about? Like, you know... Ami Faye's spirit. Ami Faye? Who's that? Like, geez, Mr. Smith, get with the program. Everyone knows the lady that founded the Korean channeling technique was Mystic Ami. You don't have to get upset with me. So, like, as long as her spirit, like, lives in that urn, the spiritual power of the Faye family will stick around. Like, isn't that totally romantic? Romantic, huh? If that urn is really as important as she says, it could be a vital clue. Alright. Now let's see about what happened. Eni, I want to ask you about the murder. Murder? Dr. Gray's... Remember? As if there's another one? Oh, that one! Like, you should have said so in the first place. So, like, I totally don't know anything because I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Well, that's not much help. Did you notice anything at all? Like, come on, what a total bore. I, like, totally have nothing to do with this, like, murder thing. Oh, yeah. You only introduced Dr. Gray to Korean Village. No relation, sure. Even if you were only acquaintances, that still means you knew him. Furthermore, your sister, who died in that accident, was a nurse at his clinic. Alright then, why don't you tell me about your sister's fatal accident? Like, why? You think, like, it's got something to do with the murder? I don't know yet, but I'm trying to chase down every lead I can. Psylocks? Like, when is it? Looks like I'm going to need something to pry her mouth. It's open on this one. Well, I'll be back with that. Let's move real quick. No, let's examine. Let's start by examining this incinerator. Was curious what the symbol of her shirt meant. Apparently it's the loudest sound you make in yoga, the OM sound. It apparently represents Shiva. That's right. Pearl said she's found this key inside the incinerator. I guess I should take a look inside for myself. This is from Maya's costume. There's blood on it. A bit tiny, but still. Cloth scrap, that's definitely part of the evidence. And that's actually a crucial evidence that needs to be used. So there's a spirit in this urn, huh? All I see are a bunch of cracks. But I guess maybe the spirit could live in the space between the cracks. Looks like something's written on it. I am? Huh. Weird. I'll add that to the court record. Okay, so should I talk to her about the traffic accident and see if I can try to unlock the Psylocked stuff? Or should I wait and move on for a bit? So I'm leaning towards just talking to her now, if that's the case. So, what do you guys think? Should I talk to her now, or should I wait? You can always give it a try? Okay, I'll give it a try. About the accident. Like, you're totally not gonna give up, are you? No, I'm not. I totally want to forget about my sister, you know. Time to move on and all that. Guess I have no choice but to remove those locks. Well, there's only one way to do that. Let's present this. Can't break the Psylocke, you'll have an idea what you're looking for. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Valley Girl Shell is what I live for. Huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Hey, Matt, what's up, dude? Oh, yeah. So, like, that Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Annie just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got someone in mind? Oh wow, so like that person had a car accident too? You can't tell me you don't know. Like, how would I know if that person, like, had an accident? Oh, besides, like, I'm an occult fan, not an ambulance chaser like you. Fuck. Alright, I get it. Okay then, let's see if you know about this person's accident. Okay. Okay, I accidentally hit X on this one really fast by mistake. Alright, let me take a look at everything I have here. Alright. Okay, let's use this, right? The second newspaper clipping. Oh, wow! So, like, that person had a car accident too? Wait. Fuck. I thought that was it. Her name might as well be Karen at this point. Alright. Okay, so... I'm gonna try one more thing, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna, just leave her alone for a bit. Because I used this newspaper clipping, and it's not it. I used this newspaper clipping, and it's not it either. I'm leaning towards just doing one more thing, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna leave it alone for a little bit, and we'll come back to it. Excuse me. Or you know what? I'm just gonna leave it alone for now. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I'm gonna investigate and gather more clues before I try again. Okay, I thought I actually had the evidence, but I guess maybe not. So... we'll come back to this, just like we'll go back to doing the side lock part for pearls. So we're gonna go and move. Alright, let's go to the meditation room to get through. We're gonna move. We're gonna go back to Crane Village. Nothing we're gonna do here right now. We're gonna wait on this for a little bit. We'll come back to it later on. So let's move. We're gonna go back to the detention center. Hey Nick! I've been waiting! She looks so helpless. So, how was it? What did you find out? Well, I found a few things. It's so bad that you can't even look at me in the eye? I just need a little more time. It'll all come together by tomorrow. Promise. I'm sorry, Nick. Every time I see you, all I do is cause trouble. Today's trial. So how was it? Today's trial, I mean. You were fantastic, Nick. Every time I thought our goose was cooked, you managed to turn it all around. I bet it would make a great Hollywood movie. Don't be silly. We have to concentrate on the trial. We're going to win this, Maya. Thanks a lot, really. Hey, Nick. The person who shot Dr. Gray wasn't me, was it? Of course not. You're completely innocent. If that were true, then I'd be really happy, but... there wasn't anyone else in the room with the two of us, right? Well, the projector behind the folding screen? I took a quick glance, but there wasn't anyone there. That's exactly what Lotta said too. Okay. Not guilty. Nick? Yeah? Why do you believe in me? Why do you think I didn't kill Dr. Gray? Because of something Mia told me. My sis? What did she tell you? She said that spirit mediums can't have dreams. When you're channeling, it's impossible for you to dream because your soul leaves you. Now that you've mentioned it, wait, then, I really am? You are not the real murderer. I think that maybe before you even called the spirit, you were drugged. Drugged? I think this was planned from the very beginning. And you were set up to take the blame for killing Dr. Gray. That's... I want to ask you something about Pearls. Pearly? What about her? No matter what I try, she won't answer me. I want to know what she was doing at the time of the murder. Huh? But wait, Nick! You don't think she did it, do you? No, nothing like that. She'd never do anything like that, you hear me? Never. She's a great kid, and really cute, and really great, and cute. I didn't really think she was the murderer. But she's definitely hiding something. You were with her on that day, right? Yeah, the two of us. We were playing with her ball. A ball, huh? Sounds like a dead end to me. Well, that actually sounds like something that I actually needed. So, about this ball. It's nothing really special. Just a plain old ball. And then she was still playing with it when I started the channeling job today. Pearly really loves to play with that ball. She loves to play with that ball, huh? When she wants to get it, she always climbs right into the clothing box. Clothing box? Yeah, Pearly's always hiding in there. You know the side room? There's a clothing box in there. It's really big, so once you see it, I'm sure you'll know what I'm talking about. The clothing box in the side room, huh? Okay, that might actually help a few things. Okay, so let's go back to the side room before we do anything else. Let's go to Korean Village. Oh, but now Lada's here. Hey, wait, please. Lada. She ran off into the manor. Like she saw me and she just ran off. Well. Meditation room. Lada. She's avoiding me. Hey, I'm telling you, quit following me, you hear? I'm a worthless piece of trash. You lay eyes on me, and they turn you to dust. Excuse me. Alright. Alright, let's move. We're gonna go to the Winding Way. Okay, she's still here. Viagra. Alright, we're gonna move. This side room. Pretty sure I saw Lada run in this direction. But it doesn't look like she's here. Well, while we're here, let's examine a few things. Like this ball. It's a steel samurai ball. It's Pearl's ball. Maya said that it's always kept in the clothing box. So then, what is it doing on the floor? We'll use that as evidence. And let's also look at the clothing box. It's a clothing box where Pearl's ball is usually kept. I wonder what's inside. What? What were you doing in there? What were you thinking? I'm a bad person. Just another human trash. I'm a piece of human trash. I needed a hole to crawl into. So you crawled into this clothing box because there wasn't a hole to crawl into. Oh man. There's a small hole in this clothing box. And it's about 8 inches off the ground. That's the same height as the hole in the folding screen. Then, could this? Alright, adding that to the evidence. Okay, so right now what we're gonna do is get out of here. No more examining. I think we got what we need. Let's go back to Winding Way. We're gonna move. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the meditation room. Alright, we're back here. Oh, Mr. Nick! That person ran by here just now. What person? You know, the person with the fluffy cotton candy hair? She means Lotta. She said, don't look at me with them eyes, but... Shake? I'm not that scary, am I? I don't think that's quite what she meant. Oh, that's right. She also wanted me to tell you. Going on a trip to find myself, so don't you bother finding me. Oh, well, thanks. You're welcome. Alright. I think it's time to actually, to do that. Let's present this. We're trying it again. Okay, Pearl's alibi. We're trying this again. Pearl, you have to tell me what you were doing when the murder happened, okay? But what if I can't just tell you what happened? Then I'll guess what happened. How does that sound? What? You can do that? You tell me if I guess something right, won't you? Yes. Now, when the murder was taking place, you were here, right? You were in the Winding Way. You definitely were in the Winding Way. I know that for a fact. You were here, weren't you? Pearls in the Winding Way? Wow! You got it! So, do you think you can tell me now? I'm sorry. Not yet. Man, oh man. Alright, what's next? Okay, I think I know what you were doing there. Do you really know that much? Well, I am a lawyer, you know. Now, what was it Pearls was doing in the Winding Way? Well... Okay, we got a couple of things. We got the Sacred Urn over here, and we got Pearl's Ball. We're gonna go with the Sacred Urn first. So, I feel just a little better. Huh? Wait. No. Hold up. Did I pick the right thing? Did I pick the urn? Or did I pick the ball? Because I think I don't know what I did. I just picked fast. Okay, so I picked the urn. Okay. Let's pick the ball. You were playing with this ball, right? Ah, that's right. How? How did you know? Maya told me that you love to play with your ball. Yeah, I was playing with my ball. Uh-huh. And then... something happened, huh? Something really bad. What do you mean, something? Nothing happened. This is it. While you were playing with your ball, this happened. Okay. Now I'll present the Sacred Urn. This urn, it's a village treasure, right? That's gonna be saved for the start of the stream tomorrow, and I'll be playing that game. Ah, And the spirit of the founder of the Korean technique is sealed in here. Isn't it? Yes. What's this? It's cracked all over, isn't it? There's even a few gaps here and there. Please don't tease me. Pearl, you broke the Sacred Urn, didn't you? The ball smacked into it and knocked it over, right? And if Morgan found out, she'd get really mad, huh? She doesn't seem to be fighting back. I think I hit the bullseye this time. But it's strange that the lock hasn't broken yet. It's a really old urn, isn't it? I guess. I think it's all old, so it's not that weird to have a few cracks. Her voice is shaking. But how can you tell that urn has been broken yet? Let's see. Now let's go to the profiles. Ami Faye. Who started the Korean channeling technique? Huh? Oh, it was Miss Agami. That's right. How do you spell your name? Do you know? How do I spell her name? I don't know. It's spelled A-M-I. Ami. Gasp. I thought it was a little odd when I saw I am written on this urn. And that's how I knew that someone must have broken this urn and made a mistake in spelling when they put it back together again. Will I am. Nice. Around when Mystic Maya started the channeling on that day, I was playing in the winning way with my ball, and that's when you broke the urn? Yes, I broke it. I accidentally let Mystic Ami's spirit fly away. Don't worry, Morgan will never know, okay? I'm a bad child. Breaking a village treasure is unforgivable. I thought that maybe they would make me leave the village. But the broken pieces were pretty big, so you thought you could put them back together and no one would notice. Yes. Let's talk about the sacred urn. I found some glue and brought it to the hallway and fixed the urn there. The hallway? You mean the winding way? Yes. Channeling had already started, so I didn't think anyone would walk by. I see. So, about how long did it take you? It must have been a nasty repair job. Yes, I might be strong at spiritual things, but when it comes to arts and crafts, I'm not nearly as skilled. I'm glad you had a great dinner, Bester. When I had finished fixing the urn and looked up, I saw you coming into the manor. So, that's around when Lotta and I were coming back inside after reporting the murder. When I saw that, I packed everything up in a hurry. Mr. Nick? What is it, Pearls? I'm going to get banished. Aren't I? I really don't think that's going to happen. I mean, I bet Miss Agami's happy to be free from that cramped urn. Yeah, I hope so. No harm done, and a happy resolution. Whew. Alright, it's updated the court record. Okay, we're done talking to her for now, so we're gonna move through. Okay, let's go back to Korean Village. Whew, I think I found out everything I can. But I can't see how it all adds up. And is Eeny Miny just being here just a coincidence? No, it can't be a coincidence. Hey, mister. How is it that the spirit Dr. Gray wanted to call just happened to be that nurse? And that nurse turns out to be Eeny's sister. It's too convenient. Hey, Phoenix! I'm talking to you! I wish I knew a little more about Eeny. But where am I going to find info like that? Oh, I get it. You can't be bothered to look over trash like me. Is that it, Mr. High and Mighty? Lotta. Oh, so you finally noticed. I thought I heard a mosquito buzzing in my ear, although I couldn't understand a word. Well, I gotta hand it to you. Gotta hand it to you. You sure know how to chase down garbage. I mean, I'm grateful to you for chasing this lump of one like this around like this. Thanks. But you know, you're just wasting your time. I'll be fine on my own. What are you gonna do? What are you going on about? As far as with following or chasing or whatever it is, isn't that what you're doing? Lotta? More like Lotta here? No? Okay, I'll stop. Well, her name is Lotta Hart. Well, you see, well, you're not exactly a real gentleman with a lady's heart. Aren't you? Are you? You're not exactly the world's #1 charmer either, sister. Damn. Okay, then let's talk. Alright, today's trial. Look, I'm really dang sorry about today. When I get all fired up about something, it's impossible to stop me. You hurt Maya really badly, Lotta. I don't suppose you could forgive a gal like me? I'll forgive her. Well, I guess I can. You did help Maya out too, after all. For real? Yeah, for real. Thank goodness. I'm still... What? No, nothing at all. Just talking to myself. You know, gibberish. Now then, Lotta Hart, at your service. I'll share with you all the dirt I've dug up. Thanks. Hey, don't be all surprised. Tell you what, I'll even give you all this info for free. Lotta not taking money? Now I know this one's an alien clone. The murderer. If Maya's not the real murderer, then what do you think it is, Lotta? Well, heck, ain't it obvious? Is that a cult freak? You mean Eenie Meenie? Well, there ain't anyone else could be, right? That granny, you and me, we were all together the whole time. So, Lotta suspects Eenie, which means she might have already found some info about our mysterious Eenie. Okay, then we're gonna move. Alright, so now that I've talked to her, we're gonna go, let's go to the Wright and Kolar offices. I want to check something. This case had me out of the office most of the time. I can come back tomorrow. Helping Maya should be my top priority now. Back to Korean Village. Well, oh, don't worry. We're gonna get to you soon. You know, there is one other thing we need to do with her. Let's go to profiles. That's Eenie Meenie, right? Yeah. I was wondering if you know anything about this girl. You know, actually, I did a little checking up on her the other day. Her sister, she's the one that Dr. Gray wanted to call back from the spirit world. Yeah, I heard as much. I had also heard that Eenie was the one who introduced Dr. Gray to the Korean village. You don't say. That's one sneaky gal if you ask me. Hey! You want me to tell you more about her? Alright, sure. Speaking of Eenie, do you have any other information about her? Sure. Well, what is it? Ha ha ha! It'll cost you. It'll cost you a lot. Oh, silly me. Here I thought free meant no more money necessary. That girl was hospitalized about half a year ago. Hospitalized? But why? Yep. Well, heck, you can go find that on your own. Huh? Here, I'll give you the clinic's address. Maybe you can find out something. Maybe? What's that supposed to mean? Well... See, actually, it was going to be annoying, I reckon, so I didn't actually go there. Ah, well, that's the way the gumbo swirls, right? Swirled gumbo sounds... Ew, I mean, look, don't blame this on... Oh, never mind. Looks like I don't have much of a choice. Better go check out this hottie clinic. So we're gonna go to the hottie clinic. That's uncharted territory we haven't actually been to yet, so we're gonna go check it out. The hottie clinic. So this is where Eenie was hospitalized. Who the hell? Yes. Are you here to visit a patient? Yes. Are you a doctor here? Yes. I'm Director Hottie. Haha. Ah, I didn't think I'd be speaking with the director himself. Yes? So what can I help you with, huh? I'd like to ask you a few questions about Miss Eeny Miny. Miss Miney. Miss Eeny Miny. Yes, Oh! Her. Ah, it's too bad. I'll tell you something. That girl left here a long time ago. Here you are, sir. Huh? You know you shouldn't be up and about. Come on, it's back to the room with you. Oh, sweetums, calm down, calm down. Don't be so harsh to an old man like me. Don't you dare start that sweetums thing with me. If you don't behave, you'll get yourself tossed out of this hospital. Wow, I didn't think nurses could be this direct or forceful towards their boss. Come now, be a good boy and give me the director's white lab coat. Okay, I got it. Yes. Yes, Don't, yes, me. Who in the world are you? I'm Director Hottie. Ho ho! The nurse went off somewhere. Oh, the inhumanity. Only person I can talk to is this guy. Ugh. Then I guess we're gonna have to talk to this guy. I'm gonna show him the attorney badge. What's this? I'm a lawyer. Right now I'm investigating a murder. Yes. What is with your angry face? Violence isn't the answer. Yes. The trial is tomorrow, and I would really like some information from you. Is that right? Well, you know, I think I can let you in a little secret. What's that? Yes, actually, I'm not the real director. Are you kidding? Anyone with half a fly's brain knew that. What do you mean? Do I have to explain this to him? Well, hold on, I'll give you something. Real information, okay? You go over there. Actually, this clinic's... See, I like this place's walking dictionpedia. You mean walking encyclopedia? Yeah, that. And my specialty is in young, silky smooth, hottie patients. There's nothing I don't know about them, but I get embarrassed talking about it. Yeah? How about you keep that kind of information to yourself? Anyway, you wanted to know about Little Miss Eeny Miny, right? Little Miss Eeny Miny? That girl, I remember her especially well. Really especially very well. So, what exactly do you treat at this clinic? Yes, we treat all sorts of doctory clinical stuff. Yes. Doctory clinical stuff? Well, I don't actually know or particularly care about the details. Yes. What is it that you look for? Yes, there's a really big general hospital around the corner. Yes. When they can't accommodate everyone, they move some of their patients here. Yeah, he's a creep. More like, doctor, I'm looking for some thotties. Oh, God. You do surgeries here, right? Yes. We do some plastic surgery here, it seems. Yeah. It seems? Yes, It seems that way. Eeny Miny. I really don't know what a simp is, to be honest. Please tell me what you know about Eeny Miny. Yes, I'll get to that. Trust me, I will. That girl, that's right, she was transferred here from that general hospital. This was, yes. A year ago, she was one of those emergency cases. What was she ill with? Ill? Nah, she was injured. Not ill. From my trained eye, I could see. Yep, I could see it was a huge wound at that. A huge injury? Her whole body was wrapped around in bandages and her arm was in a cast. That sounds pretty severe, alright. Yes, it was an accident. An accident. They're scary, yes? Cars, yes. Car? You mean it was a traffic accident? Yep, that's what gave her the terrible injuries. I swore it was in the papers. Yes, I looked it all up. I did. It was terrible. Yes. Did I even ask what is wrong with this old guy? There's still more to talk to him about. Just now, you mentioned something about a big operation. Are you talking about Miss Eni's operation? Yes, Miss Eni's. That was one heck of an accident. Yes, her whole face was burned like bad toast. It was bad. Very bad. Was it really that bad? It was a good thing that Miss Eni had a picture of herself. I heard that the picture was how they put her face back together. Picture? That girl. See, she had just gotten her license. So she just happened to have a license photo on her. Yes. Oh. So, see, I got her picture as a way to remember her. Yes, well, more like swiped. Breach of ethics, right? Oh, wait. Well, what? A pretty girl like her? I bet she has a lot of pictures of herself. Sure. It's a treasure. My treasure. Precious. Precious. What happened to the actual license itself? Who knows? I didn't bother to go ask. It's probably got burned up along with the car. Yes. We got the license photo. And we got one more thing to talk to him about. The accident. So you looked up the information on Eni's accident, correct? Yep. Sure did. Yes. I read every paper that covered it at the time. What kind of accident was it? Do you remember? Yes. Hold on. I'll go get it for you. The article, I mean. Do you have it? Well, don't get me wrong. I thought something like this might come up, so... Obsessive to the max, but now I bet I can learn about how to stay on the lead from this guy. Here we go. Yes. According to this, Miss Eni was in the passenger seat. Passenger seat, huh? And dozing. Or so it says. A strong jolt woke her up, and the next minute, a sea of fire was all around her. Miss Eni fought with the door, finally got it to open, and someone managed to get it away. Anywho, you can read all the details in the article. Yes. Got the newspaper clipping. A new clue. I should probably look this over. It's been half a year since Miss Eni had her surgery and got better. She was discharged sometime in December last year. It's already been half a year, huh? Yes. So how was I? I was a real help, wasn't I? Yes? Yes. Thank you very much. Yes. Well, then I'll be getting back to my room then. Tell Miss Eni I said hi, okay? Yes. Time for me to leave too. Yes. Okay, it's definitely time to leave. Alright, we're going back to Korean Village. We're almost done here. Hey, so how was it? Did you go to the clinic? Yeah, I found out a few things, I guess. What's the matter? They ain't looking so well. Yeah. So earlier, that old granny called the cops. Huh? Cops? Why would Morgan call the police? She said that she had something to tell them. Things are sure getting interesting. But honestly, I'll tell you that Granny sure got her bloomers in a knot. Okay, Bloomer. Well, I guess you could put it that way. It always starts out small, you know. Stealing the master's seat and controlling the village folk. And now you see what it has turned into? A murder. That's what. Yeah, but a mess. Hey, hold on. What? That stuff you were just talking about. That's the first I've heard of it. Really? Well, it's old news to everyone in the world. Or what else in the world? Well, excuse me for not keeping up with gossip while I'm busy saving people. You said something about stealing the master's seat? Yep. Right now, the master is this medium named Misty Faye, but the one that was really supposed to be the master was that old granny. Morgan was supposed to become the master? Do you know where Eni is, Lotta? Yeah, I saw her not so long ago. She's hanging around that garden in the middle. Okay, thanks. You got something to ask her? Yeah, I got a whole list of things only she can clear up for me. So I hear the master has always been the eldest daughter. The eldest daughter? Turns out, that old bat is Misty Faye's older sister. Oh. Oh. They say the older sister is usually the one with more spiritual power. Come to think of it, Maya said the same thing a long time ago. She warned me not to take Mia's powers lightly. Well, anyway, somehow Granny there lost her to her younger sister, Misty. I see. This made the townsfolk turn against her, so I hear. Said all sorts of things too, like, she's the oldest, and yet she doesn't have the power to be the next master. Disgraceful. Wow, I had no idea. So, what would have happened had Morgan been stronger? Maya's family would have been the branch family, I reckon. We're moving. We're gonna go and move to meditation room. We're gonna go to Winding Way. Hey! Like, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah. I think I have enough to finally unlock her secret. Like, what is with that scary look on your face? Well, let's do it. Traffic accident. Please tell me about the traffic accident. Huh? No, I read the wrong one. Like, huh? Like, whose accident? Your sister's accident, naturally. Oh yeah. So, like, the Dr. Gray guy made my sister fall asleep. And, like, that's all I have to say about that. Interesting. Annie just asked whose accident, which means she must know something about another person's accident. Alright, let's change the topic then. How about you tell me about a certain other person's accident? Huh? Another person's accident? Like, you got something in mind? Well, let's see. Where do we start? Well, let's start off by going to profiles. We're gonna go to, Eeny Miny. I want to ask you about your own car accident. Me? Yes. So, well, like, how strange. I have, like, no idea what you're talking about. Can you, like, prove I was in a accident? Oh, yeah. I totally can. You see, I have this newspaper clipping. I'm about to put it right in your face. Take that. Would you take a look at this? It's a newspaper article from 1 year ago. It says, Miss Eeny Miny holds interview about crash. Ah! You suffered a very bad injury and had to be admitted to a hospital, correct? Like, wait! What now? That's not me. Huh? I mean, like, this person has, like, the same name, but she's totally not me. My name, Eeny Miny, is, like, pretty common. What in the world are you babbling about? Your sister's name, Mimi Miny, is in here too. Like, totally, wow! What a scary coincidence! I'm totally getting, like, goosebumps. No, it ain't a coincidence, girl. You think I'm gonna let you get away with that? So, like, now what? Like, do you have something that totally says I was hospitalized? Why, yes I do. In fact, let's go to the left. You see, I have this license photo. Here you go. This is your proof. Like, what's that picture supposed to mean? I got this from the hospital where you were hospitalized at. Huh? So? There was a certain patient there. He's quite a fan. As a memento of your stay, he stole this. I have to say, this photo looks like you. That creepy fake director! Now, are you ready to tell me about the accident? Like, wait a sec. Okay, so, like, I was in an accident, sure. But that's, like, totally not related to this murder. Actually, it is. Look at this article. It says that one of the women died, correct? And That woman who died. Who do you suppose they mean? Do you suppose the woman who died in that accident could be... sister? I believe it was your sister. Mimi? Mimi! You were riding in your sister's car while she drove. The two of you were together when your accident occurred, making it one and the same. Nice. I didn't lose points. I ended up getting that last point back. So let's talk about this. Yeah, I was riding in that car with my sister. We were, like, on our way home. I was riding in the passenger seat when I fell asleep. And then, it happened. At the time, I grabbed for my purse and escaped from the passenger side door. And your sister? I, like, couldn't do anything. The car was full of smoke. I couldn't see anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Did Dr. Gray really cause that accident by drugging your sister with sleeping pills? Like, he was totally out to get my sister. He totally did that to, like, pay my sister back. I wonder. This does give any a good reason to want to murder Dr. Gray. It seems simple, doesn't it? What do you mean? But it would be very hard to catch me. Actually, I'd say impossible. What? I think you get the picture. I'm going to serve you a slice of humble pie. I hope you enjoy it. Ah ha ha! Okay. Well, she gave me a bunch of information that I need. So, we're gonna go and move back to the meditation room so that we can go to Korean Village. Looks like something's up. Stop! Leave my mother alone! Oh, hey, hold on, okay, pal. I'm not gonna hurt. Pearl, dear, it is perfectly alright. I will be out for a short while with this young man. Mother, please, let me go too. No, you must stay here and protect the manor. But, don't make that face. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll show you something cool. Here, look. It's a real pistol. Detective, do not upset me further. Sorry. Poor Gumshoe, being dragged off by the ear like that by Morgan. Ow. Yeah, it's painful. Mother. Okay, let's talk to Pearl. Mother. This has never happened before. Pearls? Mr. Nick. I have a really bad feeling that I can't shake. I think something really bad is going to happen. I'm scared. I'm really scared, Mr. Nick. Say something, Phoenix. Anything. I'm terrible at this. Mr. Nick, what about Mystic Maya? She'll be alright. I think I've gathered enough evidence. Mystic Maya, she must feel all alone. Please, Mr. Nick, go visit her. Yeah, but I can't just leave you here all alone either. I'll be fine. Please, Mystic Maya needs you by her side. Her stare is really piercing. Okay, we're gonna move to the detention center. Alright, let's talk to Maya. You kept me waiting, Phoenix. Mia! So, how are the preparations? I think I have enough evidence and information now. I think. Everything will be on your shoulders tomorrow. Whether Maya is found guilty or innocent, it is a heavy weight to bear. If memory serves, Mia had a few psych locks of her own. Mia, I'm ready to unlock the last piece of information I need now. Sure, I welcome you to try. Come on, Phoenix. We don't have time to be looking at things like this. We need to find out everything we can for the trial tomorrow. Maybe I gotta talk to her first. Mia. Yes? Mia. You know something, don't you? About the real murderer, I mean. Why? Do you think so? It's really trying at times to be able to see other people's secrets. It looks like it's time for you to explain your reasoning. Yeah, a battle of the wits against Mia. Oh. Okay, this is where I am really going to be tested. This is where I need to figure everything out right now. And there's no better time than now to do it. Okay. We'll talk about these things in a little bit. Well, actually, no. We're going to talk about these things now. We'll get to the murder in a minute. The thing I have to ask is, whenever Mia possesses Maya, when does the extra tissue come from? How does she get taller? Is this like a Jekyll Hyde situation? That's something I don't really understand, but I don't think I'm supposed to understand. There's still a whole slew of questions for you to answer before the trial tomorrow. You mean, like, how did the real murderer get in the room and kill Dr. Gray? Yes. Also, when did the murderer enter the channeling chamber? You guys were all standing around in front of the room after the channeling started, which means that the murderer must have gone into that room before the channeling. That's what I think. In any case, Abaya's already said there wasn't anyone else in there. That's true. But if we can't figure out the murderer's movements, we're stuck like a beach whale. I never thought I'd see this day. Are you actually asking me about the spirit channeling? This case is all about spirit channeling. And if I feel like I don't understand a thing about it, well, that's only natural. After all, spirit channeling is an exactly everyday thing, isn't it? Yeah, I guess you're right. The power to change your physical appearance into the person you're calling was something our ancestor Misagami Faye acquired. I heard the name before. The family name was originally a family known for its service to the gods. When Misagami was born, she was given a certain fate through her name. Because you see, she was named after one of the Buddhas of Buddhism, Amitabha. To this day, her soul is still sealed in the Korean sacred urn. It usually sits in the winding way and has her name written on it. Yeah. Aw, come on, Phoenix. It's just a little fairy tale. Are you saying that me being able to see you is just a fairy tale too? Okay. It's time. It's about that time for us to move on and get ready. Because we're going to go ahead and get this going. We got to get this through. Present this. It's time to do this, guys. The murderer. Phoenix, you think I'm hiding information about someone from you? Isn't that right? Yes. Alright then, tell me who you think I'm protecting. Okay. Well, let's go to profiles. We're gonna go over here. No. We're gonna go and figure out information about Morgan Faye. Morgan Faye, of course. There is no one else you would like to protect. They would protect like this, Mia. Well done, but while the murder was being committed, my aunt was outside with everyone else, which means she already had an alibi. Has an alibi. That's true. Show me some evidence that you would cast suspicions onto my aunt. Okay, let's go and switch to evidence. Go this way. We haven't actually got to use this, so let's go and show this off. The proof is this piece of cloth. I found it in the incinerator near the Winding Way. Whatever. It's the same material as Maya's costume, except for the splotch of blood. You mean, it's for Maya's costume that she was wearing at the time of the murder? Yes. But when Maya was arrested, she was wearing her costume. That just means someone changed her clothes. Changed her clothes? But why? I don't know why. But There was only one person who could have done that. And one person who was taking care of Maya, my aunt. What's that look mean? Your argument is too flimsy. Huh? You have no proof that this piece of cloth is actually from Maya's costume. But, this blood. And do you know whose blood that is at this point in time? You don't. Do you? Do you have any proof that piece of cloth is from Maya's costume? Okay. So, the next proof that we're going to show off is this black key right here. I think this is the proof you were looking for. The key to the channeling chamber, huh? At the beginning of the channeling, Maya had possession of this key. And yet, somehow, it magically ended up in the incinerator in the center garden. You're right. And this is what Maya told me. While I was channeling, the key was sitting inside my sleeve. And both this key and the piece of cloth were found inside the incinerator. Which means that this piece of cloth was a part of Maya's costume. It would certainly seem that way. Someone changed her into a different set of clothes, and then burned the costume she was wearing in the incinerator. There's only one person who could have done that. The one person who was taking care of Maya. My aunt. Exactly. You did very well, Phoenix. Thank you. As long as you have those two pieces of evidence, you can cast suspicion on my aunt. However, like I said in the beginning, my aunt has an alibi. Yeah, she was with us the whole time. Here's my final question. You don't have to present solid proof of this for me. But I want to know, if my aunt is the culprit, then how did she commit the murder? Alright. How she did it, huh? I want to hear your thoughts. In order for my aunt to murder Dr. Gray, who or what does she need? Maybe she didn't do it herself. But I'm gonna go to profiles. And there's only one person that I'm gonna go for right now. And it's not Lotta Hart. She was with me the whole time until she busted in to take pictures. Like after I busted in, she took pictures, so she was with us the whole time. So, it's definitely not Pearl. We're gonna go with Eenie Meenie. Eenie Meenie. She's the answer to the final question, which means that my aunt and Eenie Meenie were in cahoots. And success. Something's been bothering me all this time. This crime is something no normal person could carry out. A person would have to know a lot about Faye Manor and the village itself to do this. But Morgan already has an alibi. Yes, which is why I can't figure out how it was done. We can assume that Eenie Meenie is involved in somehow. But we have one big problem on our hands. A problem? With what? We don't have a motive. Why would Morgan want to kill Dr. Gray? Why would she have to? Also, we don't really know for sure that she was cooperating with Eenie. Maya doesn't have a clue either. So Mia has to have a clue either. Then, there's only one possibility. Think about it, Phoenix. Why would my aunt do something like this? And why would she do it in such an underhanded fashion? Because... Mother. She is the one who holds the key to this. Mother? Whose? Mine? Don't be silly. Mine, of course. Misty Faye. Mia and Maya's mother. Why would she bring her up now? Now then. Looks like we've gathered everything we could. All we have to do is win tomorrow. Everything will become apparent then. Right, Chief. We won't lose. Alright. And now we're gonna get ready to do the trial. Wow, that portion actually lasted longer than I thought it did. Well, let's go ahead and do it. We're gonna go ahead and do the trial. So there's gonna be two parts of this trial. We're doing it. Alright, let's go. Nick? Yeah? Did you know that Von Karma's daughter is only 18? Just like me? Yeah. Why? I was just thinking about how strong she is. I mean, she's been in Germany all this time by herself, and she's so grown up. Yeah, and I'm sure she felt a lot of pressure from her father's reputation. And then you look at me, and well, I'm the daughter of the master, but I'm still just a little girl. And on top of that, I'm the suspect in a murder trial. But I think you're really strong too, Maya, for all you've gone through. Good morning. Two of you look like you were doing well today. I'm happy for you. Hey, morning, Pearly. You'll be safe today, Mystic Maya. Huh? What did you mean? My mother's coming today to show her support. Yeah, that's right, Pearly. Hey, Pearls. Yes, Mr. Nick? Do you think you can do me a big favor? Could you channel Mia today, too? Huh? I was sort of hoping to sit in the audience today and watch. Please, it's very important to me. I don't feel confident enough without her help. Mr. Nick, that's enough. You can't show weakness in front of the person you love. Pearly! Not this again. Please, can you do it for us? Pearls? Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it for Mystic Maya's sake. See you later then. I'll leave you two alone. I'll leave you two to your alone time. Whew, thank goodness. Nick, this way. Pearls won't be able to see today's trial. What do you mean? What's going on? There's a legitimate reason, and we're gonna go and uncover that. Let's do it. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Let's start already. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I look forward to tonight's news with great joy. The image of your defeated face will be transmitted all over the world. All over the world? Huh? Sounds like you made quite a name for yourself, Phoenix. Don't be foolish. You foolish fool wearing the foolishly foolish clothes. The famous one is me. I'm the prodigy who has never lost a case since becoming a prosecutor 5 years ago. Naturally, the world's eyes are on me as I conduct my first trial in this country. Uh-huh. That's nice, Ms. Von Karma. Glad to see you're in such a good spirits today, Miss Fey. It's true what they say. Women are really scary when they fight. Gulp. Now then, a very interesting theory was presented during yesterday's session. That's the defendant. That the defendant could have left the challenge chamber, correct? Yes. Yes, and this key is proof of that. This key is the only key to the challenge chamber where it should have been. Which not should have been. Your Honor, I would like to say one thing before we begin. Alright, let's hear it. The prosecution has determined that from the time of the murder to the time of the arrest, the defendant did indeed leave the room at one point. What? But, Ms. Von Karma, then how do you explain this picture? Are you saying then that the person in this picture is not the defendant? I never said that wasn't the defendant. Then what is the meaning of this? All I'm saying is that Maya Fey, after killing the victim, exited the room. And I believe that's when she dropped this key. Can you substantiate your claim? Isn't that what I'm here for? The prosecution would like to call the defendant's aunt, Morgan Fey, to the stand. Just as I suspected, Aunt Morgan. Or Mia, she seems really torn by this. Oh god. Witness, name and occupation. My name is Morgan Fey, and I am a spirit medium, in a matter of speaking. I'm sorry, but what do you mean, in a matter of speaking? I don't think anyone really cares. Now then, after the murder took place, you kept watch over the defendant, correct? Yes, that is correct. I performed the spirit-serving technique on Mystic Maya then. Spirit-serving technique? A technique to remove a spirit from the body and send it back to the other world. That is. Yes, that is. You, be quiet. Now, witness, something happened while you were performing this technique, correct? Yes, that is correct. What in the world could have... Mystic Maya, she escaped from the room. What? And here we come to the heart of the matter. Maya Fey, while in a possessed state, managed to escape from the channeling chamber. Oops. Order, order, order. Miss Fey, please testify to this court what happened during that time. Your Honor, I will try my best. I think someone just upped the ante on this trial. After we heard the gunshots, those two broke the door open and entered the chamber. I requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. With great strength, she lit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. I'm afraid that I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Why have you hidden this until now? I did not wish to cause more trouble for Mystic Maya. However, I must correct falsities when they arise. That's right. She is simply correcting a falsity, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Why is she making it a point to take a stab at me? Never mind. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. My aunt is a very smart and sly person. It's going to be hard for us to find a crack in her testimony. I'm going to press everything in this testimony. I'm just going to go and press. Just now, you said those two. Who were those two people you were referring to? I was referring to that foreign lady and yourself, good sir. Lotta's not a foreigner, despite how she talks. Oh, is that so? I'm sorry. I simply could not understand her atrocious English, not to mention she looked awful. I could already see people in the heartland gearing up for a riot. In any case, I have already sent the repair bill to your office, Mr. Wright. Oh, thanks. What did you do after that, Miss Fay? Alright, so she requested that Mr. Wright and the other lady please contact the police. Press that. Was it really necessary to have two people do something so simple as to call the police? If there was a possibility of the escape, then one of us should have stayed behind. Yes, that is a very good point. At that time, I myself was a little confused. On top of which, there was another what, madam? Oh, it's nothing. No need to concern yourself. I want to hear the end of that sentence. Let's question further. There was another reason you wanted both of us out of that room, wasn't there? You must testify. Why did you chase us out of the room? I simply did not wish for there to be more victims. Bullshit. That's bullshit. The lives of both the good sir and the camera woman may be danger, is what I thought to myself. Again, that's bullshit. Well, that was very noble of you, Miss Fay. This is bad. Now people have a good impression of her and a bad one of us. Looks like she caught us napping. That's my aunt for you. Are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Miss Fay, please continue. A pistol was hanging from Mystic Maya's hand and she was in a daze. During our investigation, you stated that you struck the defendant on the head, and this strike caused Maya to lose consciousness. Do you stand by this statement? I'm afraid I don't. The statement I gave you was a lie. Huh? But why would you lie about something like that? It is very painful for me to say this, however. The witness was lying to cover for the defendant. No, I think you had a hand on this too, Von Karma. I think you're right. She was covering for Maya? Let's question further. So, you were covering for the defendants? Well, yes. It was only later that I informed of what had occurred. That the renegade Mystic Maya had done something very unexpected. Something unexpected? What? Pray tell, did she... Oh, this witness didn't and couldn't have seen what happened. If you want to know what this unexpected thing was, there's always later. No, there's always now. Yes, very well. Ugh. Why does it suddenly feel like there's a rock in this pit of my stomach? Now, witness, continue with what happened. Then, quite suddenly, she thrusted me away from herself and escaped from the room. Was it really that easy for her to escape from you? I'm ashamed to admit such a thing, however, yes. but you are physically larger and stronger than the defendant. There is no way she could have escaped from you so easily.
Objection!
Have you forgotten already, Mr. Phoenix Wright? What about this picture? Remember that at the time the defendant was not physically Maya Fey? Growing old is such a mysterious thing. Trust me, I know firsthand. Basically, Mystic Maya's body was still that of the nurse she had called. But if she had run away, wouldn't you have given chase right away? Well, yes, I would have. However, with great strength, she had hit the base of my neck and I fainted for a short while. You fainted. I became dizzy and then collapsed onto the floor. However, how long you were unconscious? I'm not sure. About 10 minutes, perhaps? And the defendant almost certainly went somewhere in that time? Happy? Witness, elaborate on that point for us. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of where she went after that. Is that because you were unconscious? Why, yes. Great. Well, now what? Let's question further. So while you were unconscious, you have absolutely no idea where the defendant went. I would think that's obvious, good sir. If that's true, then how can you know for sure that the defendant left the channeling chamber at all? Now that you mention it, I have to wonder myself. It's true that this witness is not able to confirm this, but the key word here is this witness. What do you mean by that? It means she has another witness up her sleeve. That's what. It looks like Ms. Von Karma is ready to move on to her next witness. That's enough. From what I can tell, there is nothing wrong with this witness' testimony. And from what she has said, we can establish that Maya Fey did leave the chamber. I hope this isn't going to come back and bite us in the butt. Now, let's take the next logical step and ask, where did the defendant go after leaving the channeling chamber? Yes. That's exactly what my— Be quiet! You. Now then, what was the escape had done when she had gone to speak with a certain person? She went to speak with someone? Who was it? The prosecution calls Miss Eenie Miney, who was sleeping in the side room at the time. Eenie Miney? I think you can see where this is headed. This is not good. Witness, name and occupation. Okay, so my name is like Eenie Miney. I'm like researching like parapsychology and stuff at the university. This is parapsychology. Let's see. It's like, I guess most people call it occult stuff. Even if that's what most people call it, I can't say I understand what that means. But I suggest you go home and research it yourself. Yes, sir. Now then, Miss Miney, after the murder took place, you spoke with the defendant, Maya Fey. Is this correct? Like, I guess. If that's the case, then let's hear your testimony. That is all right, isn't it, Your Honor? Yes, sir. For the love of all things good, Your Honor, have some spine for my sake. Alright, let's go. Like, when the channeling started, I was like sleeping in the side room. Like, a little later, someone came into the room, like really suddenly. It was like, oh my god, totally my sister. I like hadn't seen her in like so long. I was so happy in like a sad way. My sister, she like told me something like totally terrible. Now, hold your horses, young lady. You're saying the person that entered was your sister? Don't you mean the defendant Maya Fey? Really now, Your Honor? Maya Fey was still in the middle of channeling at the time. Are you saying that the spirit was the spirit of this witness's sister? Yes, Mimi Miney. She was a nurse at Dr. Wright's clinic. Oh, well, this is... Witness? Like, yeah. In your testimony, you mentioned a terrible thing. Why don't you tell the court what this terrible thing was? I'm sure we'd love to hear about it. Like... Do I totally, like, really have to? The judge accepts spirit channeling exists. Yes, he does. Of course. Miss Miney? Please? Okay. My sister. Like, this is what she said to me. Here we go. That was no accident. I was drugged with sleeping pills. I was murdered by that person. That's why I took my revenge. It's only fair, isn't it? Eenie? She took her revenge? Are you sure that's what she said? Yes. There, are you satisfied, Your Honor? I still can't believe it. I can't believe that a spirit would go so far as to use a medium to get revenge. It is a bit hard to swallow. However, all the evidence and testimonies point to this as the truth. The end. No, we're not done yet. Far from it. What do you think, Mr. Wright? It certainly seems like all the loose ends are accounted for. This testimony just now, was it all made up? Was it just one huge lie? Of course it was, Phoenix. Mia, what do you mean? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. But even the most well-spun lies can be undone. We can do it, Phoenix. Let's find that one loose thread and unwind this tapestry of lies. Your Honor, there is room for doubt, so the defense will cross-examine this witness. We believe that our cross-examination will reveal the truth behind this murder. Yet again, the foolish fool spouts out more foolishly foolish rabble. I wonder if you'll make this one more entertaining than the last. Let's go. Right. So she talks about, like, when she was sleeping in the side room during channeling, which she did. I remember that. And then, like, someone came in the room really suddenly and was like, oh my god, I told her my sister. We're pressing that. Are you absolutely sure? I guess. You guess? Was it or was it not your sister who entered? Like, I don't know. I mean, like, I totally don't know your sister at all, Mr. Smith. First off, my name is not Mr. Smith. Second, I'm an only child. But more than that, she's managed to mess up the question with her answer. Well, Mr. Wright, the defense rests. Well, that was a colossal waste of our time. Now then, witness, how did you feel when you saw Miss meeting Ronnie? I, like, hadn't seen her in, like, so long. I was so happy in, like, a sad way. We're present that. You were happy in a sad way? Yeah, like, I mean, it was my sister. But wouldn't most people react to her with surprise at seeing a dead loved one alive again? But, like, maybe if I was, like, someone who didn't know about, like, the occult, but I, like, know all about this Korean channeling technique. The point here is the witness immediately recognized that it was her sister. Yeah, like, what she said. Should I drop this line of questioning? No, we're questioning further. So, you really didn't think anything strange of the whole encounter? No, like, there wasn't any reason for me to, like, think anything was strange. But, ow, don't keep badgering her. You know the phrase, objection, could you try using that once in a while? Mr. Wright, this question of what the witness felt when she saw her sister, is it really that important? Oh, it's very important. It's very important, although I haven't quite figured out what it is yet. But I've got to bluff for now and make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Alright, Mr. Wright. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Like, okay, I'm like totally cool with that. I wasn't like scared at all, and like today her costume today, oh well. I just wanna I'll make sure I'm in the right order. So let's see. It's 1, 2, 3. But yeah, this was the revised one. Okay, so since she has that revised one, she says I was like scared at all, and like her costume looked totally like normal. That's what she says. So we're gonna present something this time. Instead of pressing further, we're gonna present. We're gonna go to right over here, the second Lotus photo. That was a very well spun lie, Miss Eni. What are you babbling about this time, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It's well constructed, but that's all it is. Stealing my lines now, are we, Miss Phoenix? Miss Miney, may I remind you of what you said? You said that there was nothing strange about your sister's appearance. Like, yeah, and... But I don't think that's all what you were thinking at all. Take a look at this picture. This is a picture of the sister you met. I would think that even you would be surprised if someone would appear before you like this. Blood spray. Miss Miney, why did you not include the blood you saw on the testimony? If you were really testifying and not lying, you would have noted it right off the bat. Order, Miss Miney? What is the meaning of this? Miss Miney? I'm thinking! Don't interrupt me! That... Eep! And what are you slammering about, Your Honor? Well, that witness. Her personality did a complete 180 there. Lots of people do that when they get on the stand, though. First of all, calm yourself, witness. Like, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to snap. Now, hurry up with the testimony. If you please. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's going to be. Okay, now we got a new testimony. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended in, right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you have given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? Alright, I guess not. Very well. You may question the witness. Like, the side room was, like, kind of dark, you know? Alright, so we're gonna skip this one. Alright, skipping this one, too. And this one, but this is where we're gonna go, and we're gonna press. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I like to feel a lot better, too. Mr. Dix, right? The sooner the better. I don't give a shit about what you feel. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes this testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Was your sister called by the time? Wait. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi Miney, like at the time? Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew, she like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me to like apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi Spirit really say that all of that to you? Like, yeah. I ask you one more thing, Miss Miney? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, what do you mean? When you... Let's do this one. Let's go to the second option. We're going to the crime scene. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Let's press harder. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the chamber to the channeling chamber is all that important? It is actually very important. I ask because it's very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Miney, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. Like, I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. We're pressing that. Or actually, no, we're not. You did see somebody. And I know exactly who you've seen. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible. Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look in your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Miney, what do you have to say to that? As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. But what sort of foolish... There is no way someone walking along the winding way could not have noticed Pearl. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot. What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it. That's why. She broke the urn? Yow, why? Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? Miss Miney? Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work, putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Miney. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Miney, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About what you really were at the time of the murder, of course. A witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? There is no way. Your lies end here. But what do you... The witness says that during the actual murder she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Okay. I'm going to go with the first option. Earlier in your testimony, Miss Miney, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Miney, how did you know that fact? How? I could see that Miss Fey was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Miney, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by way of the winding way. Or winding way, whatever. Wah! But look at the manor guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Miney, please answer the question. Don't ask a question off a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it on the table, Miss Phoenix, right? Mr. Phoenix, right? You might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who can have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Miney. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Okay. Well, channeling chamber. Miss Miney was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Miney was at the scene of the crime. Order, order, order. That's why that is. Why, Mr. Phoenix, right? Have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the chamber where the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Miney was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Okay. Well, here's the answer. This thing right here. Miss Miney was hiding here. Oh! If you're going to tell a joke, at least make it one I'll laugh at. Ha, go home, boy, and look at what hiding means. Fuck. I thought that was it. Alright, let's skip this part and go back. Alright. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk, quit being so quick to pin it on me, slime ball. Now, Miss Miney, once you so young as you shouldn't be saying, shut it, Gramps, as if you know exactly how I am. Old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the guy pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this. Miss Miney, how are you able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime scene is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box. No person can fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta did disprove you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box was in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. The clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright? Do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the scene of the crime? Yes, I can with some evidence. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. And take a look at this clothing box. So stupid. That's just what on earth. I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There is a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen, it had a hole the same height. That's right. I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Miney, you were hiding behind the folding screen, waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Order? So, what you're saying? But then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eenie Miney? That's exactly what I'm saying, Miss Eenie Miney. You were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And you wore medium's costumes and masquerade as Maya Fey. Masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the scene of the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is. Ow! Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy? Wait, Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? What? You can't be serious. Miss Miney? You had an accomplice. And I know exactly who it is. We're gonna go to the profiles. We're gonna go to Morgan Fay. Ugh, this person. If it wasn't someone from Corain Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fay household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fay? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Miney? You shot Dr. Gray with your own two hands. Do you deny it? I think this is what really happened. Here we go. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Ghost justice, yes. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Bang. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker, and that is why the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. Murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and bang. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot is certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why, upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Click. Miss Miney, she immediately covered her own costume with blood. And she pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, which is precisely why Miss Morgan Fay chases out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are more victims here. What is the one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. You could see the squirm in Emaya's face and the nervousness. Ha! Who is that laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry. Are you still by chance evolving? Well, what is this? What is it this time? Ms. Von Karma. Surely, of course it was me. Do you really think someone of Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is? If this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one putting on this whole act. What reason would she have to do such a foolish things? Well, that's, yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Eenie Miny want to kill Dr. Gray? What is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is her reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this. Huh. Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix, right? Just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge on my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot and hurt and pain for yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? Well, what do you mean by that? See now, stupid Gramps? I'm going to explain, so please listen. Okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I wanted revenge, then I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, the guy that thought the spirit thing was like Dr. Gray. It was a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know. She is back to her old airhead persona. However, you see? Ouch. Pathetic, Mr. Phoenix, right? You failed to support your own theory. The end. I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix, right? What Miss Miny has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point. Tis tis, so many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. Hee hee. See, it's just as I, told you. I hope you like your slice of humble pie. Very well, I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Miny. Oh, fuck. Hold it. Your Honor, please allow the defense one more minute. Alright. You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound like a ridiculous messed up plan for murder. But you know, regardless of that, girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There was a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion. Time is up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Miny that had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason? Can I really do this? Yes, I can. I am not totally confident here, but I know that I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Miny had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Eek! Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? You're supposed to be on my side. Hey. Von Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Phoenix, right? And I don't care if you are my witness, so help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way! Very well. But we'll take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene. Hey, wait a second here. Alright. We might either have little time for Splatoon, or not at all. But we are going to do Ninjala no matter what after this. Is it really true about my aunt? I'm afraid so, Maya. There is no way Annie could kill Dr. Gray by herself. And under the circumstances, there's no one else other than your aunt, Morgan. That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt? Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Ah, Miss Von Karma. Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation. Looking down on me, even though we're the same age? Are you done yet? You caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Yeah, not you. Alright, back to the courtroom. What will now reconvene, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Can you prove Miss Eenie had a motive? Yes, I believe I can. Eenie and Dr. Gray had only one point of connection. And that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Miney, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive? I, don't see the point in it, bringing up the past. Miss Miney, can you please? Okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but... We're almost done with this case, but we gotta get through this. That was, last year, in May. Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped, too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away. I think I've heard of this incident. It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year. Yes, and there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister? Those were merely rumors. Totally baseless gossip. Yes, Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Miney's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work from this another angle. Alright, last year's accident. Let's go. That was last year in May. Alright, let's go through this. Alright, let's go to this one over here. We're gonna press it. She was totally tired? You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police and, was being investigated, everything. It was, a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder, then, that the car accident happened, huh? Let's press harder. So then why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? What are you talking about? I mean switch drivers. Your sister was so tired, then why should you have switched with her? True. But I don't have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware you didn't have your license, Miss Miney. Miss Miney, please amend your testimony. Okay, anyway. Alright, let's just go all the way. Alright. You do have something. And I'm gonna bring it up to you. This license photo over here. Miss Miney, that was a lame lie just now. What do you mean? I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Miney? That's right. Yeah, I had a license, but I didn't get it until after the accident. No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so. What are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director? Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how do you know he was perverted? Pfft, no one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's a half a year lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, what? That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Miney did not have a driver's license. Ow! Try, and my whip will accommodate. Anyway, without a license, the witness and her sister could not have switched drivers. I'm, like, glad you get it, but, like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would've, like, let me drive. Yeah, don't just stand there, you to yourself. Humming to yourself. Not you too, Mia, with the whip and the pain and the ow. Miss Miney, why do you think you would not have been allowed to drive anyway? That's because... I think the situation calls for more detailed testimony, Miss Miney, if you please. Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. I wouldn't be allowed. Okay. Like, around that time, I was, like, really close to getting my license. My sis was, like, this totally big fan of cars and, like, really valued them. She, like, had just gotten this really shiny, bright red sports car. She, like, would say things like, no way am I letting a noob drive my car. So, like, that's why I ended up in the passenger seat that night, too. Alright, we're going hard on this. I see. A bright red car for sports. Now then, defense may question the witness. I'm not terribly knowledgeable about cars. Alright, let's do it. Not here, not this one. Let's do this one. It was a new car? Yeah. She had, like, just gotten it. It was, like, from the UK. The UK? Were those her boyfriend's initials? And it was a really special model. They had waited for a whole year for it to arrive. I guess her love of cars will be the obvious next topic. We are going to press harder. I really don't know anything about cars, but I had a feeling this was bound to come up. Your Honor. Yes? Please have the witness append what she just said to her testimony. You mean the part about being a special import car? Yes. Well, if you like cars that much, then that's not my point. Though, to be honest, I don't know what the point is either. Miss Miney, would you please fix your testimony? Sure, whatever. My sister's new car was like a totally special model from England. Okay. From that one, we're gonna go and present. We're gonna go back to this newspaper clipping, the same one. Miss Miney, do you remember this article? It's an article about the accident. You had said this in it. But I opened the right door and, like, got out. That's correct, isn't it? Like, why are you suddenly asking me about that? Your Honor, which side is the passenger seat? The left or the right? Well, it's on the right side, of course, because the driver's on the left side. That would be if it were an American car. But it would be the opposite in a British car. Opposite? The two of them were riding in a British car. In that case, the passenger side would be the left side. What do you mean by this? Miss Miney, you said that you had escaped using the right side door of the car. But if you were sitting there, then that means you were in the driver's seat. Order in the court. Order. Mr. Phoenix Wright is blabbering nonsense again. Amy said the person who was driving was her older sister, Meanie Miney. That is what Amy said, yes. But that is where her story falls apart. Somewhere, all of us made a big error in our assumptions. Phoenix, It looks like you could have finally found the real root of this murder. If we connect all the dots, there could only be one answer. I'd like to ask the court a question. Eenie or Mimi? Who was really driving that night? Alright, let's put option 2. The answer to the one person who had a driver's license was Mimi Mighty. After all, that makes her the only person who could legally drive. But you just said the witness, Miss Eenie Mighty, was on the driver's seat. Which leads us to the next question. The next question? Who is the person standing on the witness stand right now? What sort of idiotic ruse is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? The witness name. I'll tell you what her name really is. This witness' real name is... Mimi Mighty. That is your real name. Objection! Of all the foolish dribble, then how do you explain her appearance? This witness has severe facial burns when she admitted into the hospital. So for the purpose of facial reconstruction, the surgeons used the picture. Facial reconstruction surgery? This is the picture she gave to her doctors at the time. That's right. It's a picture of her younger sister. No! But Mimi Mighty, she died in the car accident. That's what everyone thought. However, that was not the case. But then, the body they found at the crash site. That was the body of the real Mimi Mighty. Isn't that right, Miss Mimi Mighty? Oh, she's pissed. Holy fuck. She is pissed. That car accident 1 year ago. The one who died that night was Mimi Mighty. Her sister, Mimi, then stole her face and was reborn as Eenie. With this, she effectively erased Mimi Mighty from existence. It all makes sense now. Your Honor, I'm sure you can now see why Mimi had to kill Dr. Gray. What do you mean? What is the meaning of this nonsense? Dr. Gray wanted to call back the spirit of a dead person. Specifically, the spirit of his nurse that died in the car crash, Mimi Mighty. However, that would not have been possible, because Mimi Mighty was still, in fact, alive. You could say she got caught red-handed. Yeah, it's fine. And that fact would have been discovered had the channeling had been conducted. So this witness had to stop that from happening. At all costs. And that's why she had to kill Dr. Turner Gray? Is that what you're saying? Yes. Before the channeling, Dr. Gray had the misfortune of consulting this witness about communicating with the dead. And in that moment, his fate was sealed. What? Well, Miss Von Karma, why did you say my name just now? Looks like I've been unmasked. Witness? That's right. I admit it. My real name is Mimi Mighty. That quack doctor, he got what he deserved in the end. And I was so close to finally ditching Mimi too. So close. But why? Why would you go as far as to throw away yourself? My fucking god, though. Become your own sister. I think I understand why. Mimi Mighty wanted her old self to disappear because of this. And we are going to go to profiles. Oh, actually, no, we're not. This is it. This is what we gotta show. That's about the malpractice incident. Dr. Gray was right. The mistake was caused by the nurse. A nurse by the name of Mimi Mighty. That's right, the person standing before us today. And a few weeks after this mishap, Mimi Mighty had a car accident in which she lost her younger sister. The timing couldn't have been worse. 14 patients dying in that incident and her own sister's life extinguished. It was all too much to bear. I found a way for myself to escape it all. The only way. She lost everything in the flames of that accident. Her sister, and even her own face. This was her last chance. Her chance to throw away her past and start a new life as her sister. Unbelievable. Beyond my wildest imagination. That jerk. If only he hadn't thought of that channeling mumbo-jumbo. Mumbo-jumbo? Becoming Innie has been the most horrible experience in the world. Spirit channeling, the occult, I hate it. I hate it all. I believe there are still a few unresolved riddles here, such as why did Miss Miney chose to go with such a complicated plan? And why did Miss Morgan Fay agree to help her execute it? Regardless, I believe one thing has been made crystal clear. The innocence of the defendant, Maya Fay. This is preposterous! I'm perfect! Me, Franziska von Karma! I'm going to enjoy the news tonight, Miss von Karma. How about you? It's going to be broadcast all over the world, right? Your defeat, that is. Ow. And one more for good measure. Holy fuck. Phoenix! Hang in there! Phoenix! Phoenix! This court is a fraud. A sham. Now then. It looks like it will be some time before Mr. Wright regains consciousness. So I will go ahead and pronounce the verdict. Not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Yeah, she now despises her. It's not even just hate, she despises him. Holy crap. Congratulations, Maya. Sis! It's good to see you, Maya. How are you doing? Sis! I didn't kill anyone, did I? No, you didn't. It was all just a dream. A really bad dream. You know, sis, in my dream, I smelled a really familiar scent. A familiar scent that was inside that clothing box, right? That box. That was the box you used to store your clothes in a long time ago. That's right. She can't do that, but she did. There is still one thing I don't quite get. What's that? What would have happened if Mimi hadn't shot Dr. Gray? I mean, we broke in because we heard a gunshot. I think Minnie had planned to open the door to the chamber herself. And then Yolanda would have witnessed quite a scene. A possessed Maya Fay who had just committed a murder. She had planned it down to the smallest detail, huh? Nick! Congrats, Maya. Thanks. Looks like you've been... Well, you know. But I really don't want something like this to happen ever again. Huh? I'm fine because I have you to help me out, Nick. But every time something happens, I lose someone special to me. First my sister and now my aunt. Hey, Nick, tell me why my aunt went and did something horrible. Why would she help Mimi Money with a plan like that? I just don't understand it, Nick. Maya, it's over. Why don't we just let it be? Nick, please, I need an answer. The reason Morgan helped Mew's plan was... Hurley? 4 years from now, a new master will be born into the Korean village. And that person will be you, Maya. But if you weren't there, then the main family's bloodline would disappear, and what would happen then? The Branch family. My aunt. No, Morgan's spiritual power is too weak. The next person would be Pearls. Ah! Everything was done for her sake. It was also that Pearls would become the next master. Yeah, I can see that. Did Maya say something just now? I think she was saying... I thought so. Date and time unknown. My precious Pearl, you're the only one sustainable to the Master of Terrain, dear child. I sacrificed it all for you. I helped that brainless nurse carry out her murder. And cooperated with that would-be happy prosecutor. It was also unseat that annoying, witless main family girl. That Maya Fey. But I shall be patient, my dearest Pearl. A chance will present itself. Your time will come. And that's the end of episode 2, Reunion and Turnabouts. I think I could squeeze in a few Splatoon matches. Turnabout Big Top. Oh, the next time I stream this, which will be next week, we are definitely going to put this bitch in her place. So we're going to save. Alright, so yep, all saved. So next time I stream this game, we're going to do episode 3. I'll say it one more time for good measure. There we go. And there we go. But that's the end of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I do appreciate everyone watching.